We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
hello.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Stephen Jack Putella.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from the Valley of the Beer.
Oh, yeah, Milwaukee's close. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
We're going to test that tonight.
Oh, yeah. We had some the other night. What was the amber? The shucks.
Yeah, what was that?
I can't remember the name of that amber beer, but it was delicious. I'm going to cycle through a few of them tonight, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to know
We'll give you a report.
the good. All I keep hearing is good Wisconsin beer. I know about the other good stuff you have. So, cool.
Today, Jill and I talk about, I'm going to talk about Jack's career path alumni advice because I was asked to.
Oh, by whom?
By somebody. Well, on the first Tuesday of every month, we have a career path alumni.
Yeah.
You know, somebody this time asked me,
call.
Hey, what's the advice you give us?
What's your top thing? And that was good, and I'm glad you're bringing that up. So,
Before we
cool.
get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the online investors community at landinvestors.com. It's free. And I want to tell you about concierge data. Last year, several people came to us and said, we don't like doing mailers. We just want to be on the phone and do deals. We're deal makers. Help us. So we developed a product based on how we send our own mail out called Concierge Data. If you go to offers2owners.com, that's our mailing company, and ask about concierge data, they will tell you exactly how we will do your mailer for you and take it right to the bitter end, with the exception of pricing it. We do the whole thing for you. It works. Tons and tons of people use it. It got so overused a couple of months ago, we had to shut it down, but it's back. We had to restaff it, and we hired a bunch of people, and it's working out great now.
Yep. It got bogged down. We fixed it. All right. Aaron wrote, okay, equity planner type question. Maybe Jack has an idea about this. How many properties would you need to have on the market at any given time to have a very high chance of closing that month? I have reached out to many of you, and of course everyone will feel differently based on what areas they target, etc. But what do you think? Do I need 10 properties on the market at that time to be confident you'll see some income in a month? Maybe you feel like you need 20 or just 5. Any thoughts?
So this is a sales funnel question, and the only way that you can ever quantify a number like this, like 2 days ago we did, this is all subjective. Mm-hmm. Some people need to have 40 properties in the pipeline to feel great. Some people need 10. Some people don't think about it, and they still do a lot of deals. So it becomes a sales funnel scenario. At the top of the funnel is the largest number. You send out 10,000 mailers. You're going to get 90, 100, 200 phone calls back. You're going to get 10, 20, 30 viable transactions, and depending on who you are, you're going to choose from those transactions how many deals to do. And I can tell you, if you do the exact same thing over and over and over again, you're going to get a different result. That's just how it is. So this is very, very, very subjective, and I can't give a number. I can tell you what I think, and I would love for you to tell us what you think. Mm-hmm. I like having at least 10 properties on the market, some of which are properties that are priced at or over retail that we just know we're going to sell because the attributes are so great, and it takes a year to sell them, and we make hundreds of thousands of dollars. We have several properties like that because of where we are in our lives. Some property we just priced and listed 2 properties today that are grossly underpriced, in my opinion, just because we kind of want to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. My turn?
Yeah.
This is 100%, I think, based on what's happening in that area, days on the market, current, and how well you priced it, period. You could, if you want to do one a month, you can do one a month. I want a couple I'd have a couple, at least 5 in there. But if you have 5 good properties, right, with all 6 A's, you bought them well. You priced them very competitively, not retail, not too cheap. They're in there. And you are in really good areas and you're reaching the right people. You're going to sell 2 or 3 a month and you won't have to think about it. That's my answer.
That's good. Mm-hmm. I haven't talked about it in a while, but I have a bucket 3 concept. Bucket 1 is exactly what Jill described. Buy for 30, buy for 10 or 20, sell for 40, 50. You know it's worth 90. It sells that day.
Nope.
That's bucket one. Bucket two is I'm going to buy this property. I'm going to list it for a little bit more than I think, maybe resale, and I'm going to hang out and wait. Bucket three property is I'm buying this property. I'm subdividing it. It's going to take a couple years, but I'm going to make a few $1 million. And so I think you should always have, and not just bucket three is subdividing, you're doing something to it for some type of long haul result.
Right.
So a good healthy mix wherever you are in your career. For the longest time, we only ever did bucket one property.
Uh-huh.
So it's up to you. It's subjective. Today's topic, my career path alumni advice. Bless you.
Thank you.
This is the meat of the show. Somebody asked me on the last career path alumni call.
This is cool.
All right, Jack, just give us some advice, a big picture advice to really start blowing it out. 'Cause the person that was asking this question is already doing incredibly well, he and his wife. You know, they just wanted some advice, and I gave it. And then other people in the
I like this.
in the group said, gave us all their opinions too, which is really invaluable.
Can before you launch into the answers, can I just say I like this. It was really well thought out and put together. It was like, all right, I heard after, it was towards the end of the conversation. We'd already been talking for an hour and a half, and it was like, can you just, they needed one more nugget. Jack, let's just come back to big picture stuff here. What's your high level advice that you think I should do to really hit this home? And you're like, all right, I'll tell you right now. And it's like you sat back and rolled up your sleeves and it came right out like natural.
Yeah.
It was really good. So will you please share?
Number one, create a subgroup of people that you identify with in Discord, or if you're in a career path, create a group where you all get together on, at 3:00 in the morning on Wednesday or whatever works for everybody and talk about stuff. I still have a lot of friends from high school and college where we've done professional things in the past, or we still keep up, and we have. So that's a natural progression to being in an education group and all getting to kind of know each other. And the vast majority of the people that are in the group you don't really identify with, but there's 2 or 3 or 4 people, and you end up doing deals together. So I found out about this last career path. There's like 4 or 5 people. They're all doing deals together. They talk, and so
they have their own get-togethers and stuff. I'm like, this is brilliant.
Right. Number 2, look for partners with different skills. If Jill and I were both great at doing mailers, this wouldn't work. She loves doing the sales part. I love doing the mailer part. I handle the education. She handles the real estate. And it seems to work out really well. She's got her own employees. I have my own employees. We have our own money. That just seems to work out. But if we are all the same, I don't think it would work. I know it wouldn't.
No, you're right.
So look for partners that, if you don't have tons and tons of extra money, look for a partner with a ton of money. Because I can tell you right now, we're the partners with a lot of money, and we're not that interested in doing our own real estate deals as much as we are partnering with somebody who could just do all the work.
And it's the perfect fit for those people. They're like, Jill, good, because I don't need you calling me every day.
Yeah.
I got this. I just need you to give me the money. Done.
I can't express this enough. Number 3, you have to send out at least 10,000 pieces of mail. Maybe 20. 20 is good. And you need to be really careful about it, where you send it. You need to spend a tremendous amount of time trolling for places that, look at the past mailers that you sent out. If you had real good experience between 5 and 10 acres in one area, then go back there and mail out 1 to 5 acres, or 10 to 20 acres, or mail out mobile homes. Get real creative but you got to get that mail out, or this doesn't work. It's like if you own a convenience store and it said we're open 24/7 and you're only open 8 hours a day, you're going to make 1/3 of the money, or whatever the number. You just have to. It's the equivalent of opening the store doors. They have to be open for you to make money. And then the third thing is try to hit new markets. If you're into that, we don't do that so much anymore because we have so much experience about where we're comfortable, and we have teams built there of real estate agents. But if you're new, you need to find new markets, and the way to do that is troll and send out mail.
Mm-hmm. I'm still open to new markets. Are you?
I'm totally open to new markets. Yeah. In fact, we inadvertently are involved in new markets all the time because of deal funding.
So it may not be like that's not my passion every month to go sit there and do it. It just happens now. Yep. You get enough momentum, things just start happening automatically, which is beautiful. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Happy you could join us today. 5 days a week, you can find us here on the Land Academy Show.
Tomorrow, the episode on the Land Academy Show. Well, it's Jack Thursday, as if this wasn't. I'm going to talk about how all the decisions you make, they all add up. You are not alone in your real estate ambition. I heard that in a movie release recently, and it just smacked me in the face.
What's that?
All the decisions you make add up.
Oh, yeah. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Craft beer.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad, right?
Craft beer, here we come.
Craft beer?
Yeah.
Craft
We
beer?
talked about earlier.
Oh, okay, got it. I'm seeing Kraft the Cheese Company. I'm like, there's a Kraft cheese beer?
Oh, my God.
I got all excited for a second.
Oh, geez. How bad would that be?
Wait a minute. We put beer in the cheese, but we don't put cheese in the beer. Why is that?
Let's test it.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, we would love to connect with you on Clubhouse. In case you did not know, we are commonly there. Let me think about this week. I can't remember what the day is today. But...
This is an off week.
Okay, God, this is an off week. Okay. Typically on the first and third Thursdays of every month at 1 o'clock Pacific time. No, noon Pacific time. Thank you. Had to think about that. You can find us on Clubhouse. You know what? Whatever I say, go on Clubhouse, do the Land Investing Club.
Yeah.
Follow that. Follow me. And you'll see the schedule right there. How's that? And you won't go wrong. And if you join and follow those, you'll be notified when we go live, so you won't miss it also.
We are Jack and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.